Jesus. Okay, guys, this is General Confusion, podcast number 1, featuring Trevor, Ismax, Trevor, and Andy. Why don't we go ahead and go around introducing ourselves? Ismail, why don't you go ahead and start us off?
Okay, guys, I am Ismail Coloma here. I am obviously the brown one of the crew, which is so much better than everyone else. Cause brown power. Fuck Andy.
Trevor.
Andy, it's your turn.
What do you, Andy?
Okay, well, kind of me on the spot a little bit here, but yeah, I'm Andy. That's my name, and I enjoy playing video games and
You're a bitch.
and everything. And I don't know, this must be an awful rude.
All right, Trevor, what do you do?
Yeah,
You're the most interesting person here.
I'm the other Trevor, the one that was talking. His name is
there's two
Trevor.
Trevor. I might get a little confused.
Let's call him Trevor. I'm Trevor. I'm a globalist for video games. So.
Hi, I'm the other Trevor. I aspire to do everything but do nothing.
That's very nice.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why he's in Hogwarts.
Okay, so I wanted to start off the podcast with the topic about Anonymous. For those of you who do not know, Anonymous is this elite group of hackers/activists, otherwise known as hacktivists, that go around preaching that they want a open internet for the world, so that
And
we could have.
you want to be a member?
Huh?
You want to be a member?
Well, we can all be members. It's a free organization.
There's no. It's you just anyone can be anonymous. That's the thing. You can just say you're anonymous.
So I just wanted to get your guys' opinions on what you guys think of. If you guys, or let me lay out what they want the government to be. They want no government to exist. They want what is it called?
Pure anarchy.
Yeah, pure anarchy, where the people rule over the people. It's true democracy. What do you guys think about that? Would you guys be cool with that? Would you guys want to at least try it out, or what?
The whole concept of democracy is you get represented by someone else that you choose to be represented. So there's no such a way of having true democracy without losing. Nothing would be done because people be always against it, and there will never be something done about it. So
done about
let's
what?
Let's say I want to pass a law that says
but there are no
18-year-olds
laws.
can drink.
It's an anarchy.
Yeah, but true democracy, therefore.
What are you talking about? It's an anarchy.
Yeah.
Anarchy
Just
means
contradicted yourself.
that the people rule the people, which means there are no set laws. There's just guidelines that people make up inside their own
that
civilians.
people do what they want.
That sounds like a really stupid fucking idea.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. You saying there's no guidelines at all? You can just like go
No.
There's
So
something
we-
like the purge.
so
or
instead of
something.
there being states, there would
Purge.
just be towns everywhere where people would, whoever wants to own the town would own the town, and they control how much the prices are, or the people.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
this
but the
is
weak
anonymous
ones,
though?
Yeah.
the weak ones will die. The strong ones will survive. This is
I
not
don't-
like
There are a
that's
lot of
natural
different-
selections.
There are a lot of different parts of Anonymous. I don't think that's what they're like mainly about because from most of what I've seen is Anonymous DDoSes big companies and fights terrorist groups.
But they do it for the good, though.
They fight them.
They only do it against people they don't like.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say they do it for good, but there's always an ultimate reason behind it.
Yeah, there's a decent reason
Yeah,
behind
I don't
everything
think
they
they're
do.
just. Yeah, they're not just randomly doing it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyways, I just wanted to get that out of the way.
Okay, so our next topic is ISIS, of course.
So, have you guys know everything about ISIS, right? Lately, a lot too.
I don't know. I won't say I know. At least I know what it is.
And other actions, they have done,
Yeah.
and then
Any chance Trevor gets to put himself above us? It's just,
I take
That's
it right
fun.
up. You're right. I'm sorry, but so apparently there's 60,000 worldwide members of ISIS, all including the U.S. Well, that's the biggest That's one of the biggest terrorist groups that there's ever been, I believe, right? 60,000 members worldwide.
I don't know. I would check up on the facts.
Okay, whatever. No facts here. It's opinions and statements.
That's Trevor's motto. No facts here.
Well, what I know so far about them, they have been releasing a lot of decapitation videos to sort of protest the U.S. bombings, in which they're pretty goddamn stupid about it.
They're not
like,
very protective over what they want to do.
Yeah.
They kind of like announce it before they do it, which is kind of stupid.
What?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
They're like, wait, they like hit on his head on chopping.
I don't think they're just stupid.
No,
That's what
they don't.
I don't. They have a reason behind it.
They don't broadcast
make
it
a point.
over the news before they do something, but they don't hide their online like chats about like what they're planning on doing with beheadings and stuff.
Yeah.
Like in Australia, just not too long ago, they're
trying to provoke America to get them to come out and fight them because that's all they want is to kill
trying
Americans.
to turn Americans onto the government, which they shouldn't have to do anything for that to happen.
I think just any country going up against America is a very stupid idea.
I don't know, China has a pretty big chance on it.
China would still lose. I mean,
They would lose, but
America's military dwarfs literally like every other military in the world.
Well,
the only thing China has, they have more men.
Yeah, well, that honestly doesn't even matter.
isn't it like if we combine the top 16 defense, like the top 16 countries that spend the most money on defense, we top them all, the top 16,
Yeah.
including China. So like that's a lot, more than anybody. So we could like
Isn't that a
roll over
segue?
anybody, really.
Sounds like a segue to the next topic.
Yeah.
Well, so since we are skipping around a bit, do you guys believe that we should keep spending more money on our military budget, or reducing it or increasing it?
Why
Well,
don't we go around here?
Well, I'll start off by saying we need more goddamn money on that fucking budget. I just want to be able to go fuck any country up in the motherfucking
this one
world and
doesn't
just have
enough
one country
guns,
around.
so he
Well,
wants
I
them
think
to raise
we've
the
already got
defense budget so that he can get more guns. Oh,
Um,
true immigrant right here.
And then overthrow the government and make me your overlord.
This is a true immigrant right here. Wants more guns.
Well, I don't think. I understand military spending when it's necessary. Right now, I would assume it'd be necessary with the whole ISIS thing. But I mean, I guess for the past 10 years we've been at war, so. But there's been times where we didn't need to spend so much.
Well, we're always sticking our nose in, in other people's business, so you never know.
The ISIS thing
Yeah.
it wasn't really us sticking our nose in anything. They kind of wanted that.
Well,
Some may
we kind
argue
of like
that the
brought it
whole
onto
Iraq
ourselves though.
thing- How did
By
we bring it
going
onto
to
ourselves?
Iraq in the first place.
No, that's not why they hate Americans.
They're
Aren't
just
they,
now
like,
starting after
from
we
Al
pulled
Qaeda and
out.
stuff?
I thought like ISIS started
Yeah, no,
doing what they were
no.
doing because the Americans pulled out.
Well, yeah, because there's no American influence to stop them from developing.
Oh, so
So once we pulled out, they grew stronger, took over the territories because we weren't there.
do you know if
They grew
ISIS
up.
existed while we were there? We just didn't know, or did we know?
I'm sure they did. I'm sure they did.
Yeah.
I guess so. There's enough members where they had to exist before.
But I'm sure they weren't. I'm sure the government knew about them. But I'm sure they didn't do anything significant enough until now.
Yeah, they didn't do enough.
To be on
Like
the news.
they didn't do something bad enough to make the government want to come after them. They're more focused
Well, I mean,
on like people.
The government didn't want to come after them until they provoked by
Headings.
cutting the guy's head off the journalist.
Is that funny?
That's
I
not
don't
funny,
know.
Trevor.
I don't know.
Guys, if
That's
you could
so
see a picture of what Trevor looks like in real life, he's got a pencil neck. If they would pick him out of that, they would want to cut his head off.
Shut up.
It'd just be a cleaner cut.
Okay, so fun
Here's your-
fact.
Too.
Fun fact. Isis is also an Egyptian goddess of fertility, the daughter of Jeb, and the
Well, Isis
sister and
is-
wife of
What,
Osiris. Or Osiris.
what's the meaning
I can't say
of
foreign
ISIS?
names.
So silence.
Islamic State something something something. Like there's a bunch of other words that don't stand for the actual letters, but it's like, based off religion though.
ISIL versus Islamic State or something.
Yeah, I
Wait,
don't know.
what?
That makes sense though. Whatever you just said, like because it's based off religion, that's probably their goddess or whatever. I don't know. I don't know anything about their religion. But ISIS is based off a religion though. I don't remember which one, but one of them.
Muslim.
But
ISIS,
it's
Islamic
an
State.
extremist
Okay, here's
view,
this,
though.
what it stands for. ISIS, Islamic State in Iraq and Syria.
Oh, I thought it was something else. But yeah, they're based off
Yeah,
of
Islam,
religious or extremist religious views though. So that makes sense.
Yes, it does. Okay, to keep moving on, here we have a quick segue with the Would You Rather questions.
I click segue. Ooh.
You.
Would-
But once are we coming back?
Would you rather be half your weight or double your weight?
That's the stupidest question.
Can you find a better
Well,
one?
you
Because
think
I
about
think
it.
it's
Maybe
obvious.
for Trevor, maybe for
It's kind of obvious
I'd
for
rather be
me.
half my weight.
Because double my weight isn't much.
Trevor, I mean, half of this weight, Trevor would just die. He would just descend to the.
Well, if I double my weight in
Yeah.
pure muscle, I'll be like the biggest, baddest motherfucker you'll ever meet.
You never really
Well,
specified
yeah,
how.
is it
Yeah,
in
that's
muscle or
what. That's
fat?
that's the beauty of it. No, that's the beauty of it. It
Oh
just
yeah,
says that.
muscle then. Oh yeah.
How is that?
Are you able to choose what you're doubling your weight in?
Okay,
Well, I mean, who would want to choose to double their weight in fat?
Well, yeah. I mean, Trevor probably should because he's like, a pencil.
Trevor probably has like almost died a couple times during the winter.
Shut up. I live in a house.
I
don't live
Okay,
outside.
so-
In the starving time.
Oh.
so quick segue. No, quick segue. No, I'm just gonna
It's not
stop saying
really
that.
segue. Do you know what a segue is?
No, I give up. So, would you rather have a piercing or a tattoo?
Oh my god.
Yeah, this you have to
Well,
choose.
Okay,
I would
we're
rather
not
have
doing this.
two-
Would you rather
I'd rather
be
have a
stranded
tattoo.
on an island with Isma?
Yeah, I'd rather have a
With-
tattoo.
No. Would you rather be...
Wait, we weren't even done talking, but you didn't let us
Okay,
answer.
whatever.
Yeah,
If you don't
yeah,
want to do this
yeah, yeah.
question, answer it then. Go ahead.
What are you talking?
I
That's what we were
should.
fucking doing, and you
Why
interrupted
do you
us.
want to do this one?
Why?
Go,
Like,
it's dumb.
is there like a horrible tattoo
Let's go-
accident
let's go
that
ahead.
killed half your family?
Yeah, tattoo kills.
Possibly.
For
What's your answer?
tattoo artist.
What's your answer and
I
why?
would say I want a tattoo because I don't think there's any piercing that would look good on me.
I want a tattoo because
I think a nose ring would look pretty cute on you.
Oh yeah.
Oh my
I
god.
really
You
wish
had-
you hadn't have said that, Trevor. I really wish you hadn't have said that.
Trevor, if you had a nose ring, I would just want to rip that thing out.
Yeah, as would I.
Yeah.
horrible.
If you guys eventually will have our webcams. You can see what he looks
That's
like.
horrible.
He'll play the guitar for you under the campfire. So
I don't know what Andy's talking about right now.
Yeah.
What about
Okay,
you?
so here's a more interesting would you rather. Would you rather have a zombie apocalypse or would you rather have a World War III?
World War III. Oh,
War III,
wait,
World War-
no.
World War III, this is what would happen
Depends.
if
Is it
World War
World
III
War
happens.
III
It's gonna be a nuclear fallout. That's
nuclear
World War
fallout.
III is just gonna be a full-out nuclear war, and then just you survive.
I don't think that would happen unless it got
yeah,
absolutely.
but I wouldn't
that would be
want
the absolute last resort.
Hypothetical.
Yeah, and I wouldn't want to always be living in fear. Regardless, if I die from a nuke, fine. But I want to be
Yeah, I mean, it's like at least you feel safe until you hear the sirens go off, like you're about to die, and then you're like, oh, I'm about to die.
Yeah.
I
Those
take
are
the
the
yeah,
odds.
you just accept it.
Always
And
you're about to die.
I mean, you could. I guess you could try to be a badass, or maybe there's a safe camp, but it's you just kind of always be sitting there. I mean, I guess eventually, they'd how to like get a cure or something. But
Okay,
just
Andy,
to figure
stop
out.
talking. You're turning into a
I don't
robot.
think I don't think I've ever like seen any zombie like apocalypse series or anything where they've actually found the cure and it stopped.
Uh,
I can't think of one.
wait,
It's
wait,
like
a,
some
a movie or TV series?
Yeah,
Oh,
what's
World War
that
Z. They
freaking-
found the cure.
Yeah, World War Z,
I never
where they
saw
have it,
that.
they inject it into them, and
Yeah.
like they just, it's like they're also zombies. And they
Anyways,
walk
old
around.
movie. I would pick Zombie Apocalypse because why not?
Not a movie.
I kind of
Yeah,
want
like
to
that.
shoot shit, you know?
yeah, that gets cool for about like a week. And then it's like,
Well, if
it's
you have a
like,
big
oh,
group and you're all like hardcore gunmen and you're surviving by yourself in a cabin in the middle of the woods and you have like zombies coming at you, I think
yeah,
it'd be pretty cool.
Haven't you seen like every TV show? They always turn on each other.
I don't know.
Well,
It never ends up working
let's
out.
not
They
turn
always
on each other, shall we?
I find
Everybody turns on freaking. What's Daryl's freaking brother's name? I always forget.
What are you talking
Oh,
about?
it's still like
Earl or something?
yeah.
Isn't there?
Oh.
Earl, yeah. He had to cut off his hand.
You guys are talking about a
Too
TV
bad.
series I've never watched before.
He's talking about the Walking.
Oh.
We're talking about the Walking.
I've never seen it.
okay, so
I'm Trevor. I
It's
only
not,
watch.
it's not even that it's good. It's just that like everyone's seen that. I've not seen it.
so
What about you? What's your 2 cents?
zombie apocalypse.
Oh,
I just feel like you're getting a hold of
Me
a
and
lot
Esmond
more
together.
guns then.
What else we got?
So you guys practically choose to die over try and live.
yeah.
Yeah,
Just choose to die quicker.
yeah.
We're all
shoot
dying
yourself
right now,
then
so
in the
what's the
zombie
point?
apocalypse. Shoot yourself.
Yeah, we're dying, but like in 70 years or something. If we die,
No, we could
old
die
age.
right now.
Yeah, we can step
Oh, yeah.
outside and get hit by a
You
car.
know how many times the
Yeah,
U.S.
so
accidentally
why would you want to? Why would
A lot of
you want to
steps,
live in
like-
fear? Why would you want to live in fear all the time and die?
Because it's fun. It's like constant
That's
adrenaline.
Trevor, I
Like,
don't
having
think
keeps
to stay up,
things
like,
interesting.
all night, it keeps things
Yeah.
interesting.
If you just
Yeah, I
die,
bet you
you're
would-
dead.
I bet
that's
if
kind of
you were
an ignorant
in a real,
thing to say.
yeah, if you were in a real zombie apocalypse, I wouldn't. I don't think you're gonna be like standing out in the middle of the street like, oh yeah, this is interesting.
Well, no, that's not what I'm talking about. But anyways,
You're gonna be like,
whatever.
shit, I want to die.
I was talking about shooting zombies. Not...
You're gonna be like running from a zombie, and then they're gonna catch you, and you're gonna get eaten by a damn zombie. I'd rather get blown up by a nuke.
Well, what if I just shoot myself?
I wouldn't want to die from like cancer or something after like.
I'd rather have like a Fallout 3 situation happen where I have to live in a wasteland.
Ooh.
Yeah,
I like
I'd say
that.
that would be cool. Only if I had like someone, like people that I could meet and like back me up and stuff.
I would do
Not
that.
just going
If it
solo.
was like Fallout 3, that would be pretty cool.
I don't know. I don't see that
If I
happening.
can relive Fallout 3, like everything like the game, yeah. Let's do that. That'd be cool.
All right, next would you rather?
I love this one. Would you rather buy a Mac or a PC?
Come on, really?
I
Yeah.
think there's no question for for all of us it's gonna be PC. Am I wrong?
Back.
Fuck you. You're just
Well, I mean,
kidding.
like,
You're lying.
just-
See?
I actually like now that I already have a PC.
Andy,
so
you're a
I'd probably buy
robot.
a
I
Mac,
can't understand anything you're saying.
Yeah, you're breaking up a little bit.
Can you hear me
Yeah,
now?
you're good.
Yeah.
All right.
No, never mind. You're
I'd
not good.
honestly rather buy a Mac.
Yeah, I mean, as of right now, I would rather buy a Mac because I already have a really good PC. I mean, the only thing I would use the Mac for is for video editing, really. If I ever needed to.
Yeah.
That's about it.
I can't think of anything.
I mean,
this is
Yeah.
how hard it is. I can't think of anything that I would buy an Apple product, like a computer desktop from Apple for, because they suck on games
Yeah.
and like I just can't do anything with them.
Don't get off that phone.
They're just
you guys
useless
hear
for me.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
fine.
All right, yeah, I'd buy a Mac.
Oh, God.
It literally starts happening. Right?
It-
Starts talking.
Every time you start talking, your internet's like, "Fuck you, you're not talking."
God, I
You're a
just
robot.
went on 4G. Come on.
Oh, it's much better now.
Okay, I would buy a Mac because I feel like it would. I already have a really good PC, so I mean, and I don't know what you're talking about, Trevor. There's no point to have an Apple product for Final Cut Pro.
Well,
Yeah, there's a lot of the only like way I know how to edit videos are on like Max. So I mean,
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
the only
yeah,
I don't know how to edit
part.
on Macs. I know how to do Adobe products and stuff.
it's really easy. I only know how to edit on like Final Cut Pro and iMovie.
I assume it's easy. I just don't. I just know the Adobe like stuff much better.
Yeah, but like, see, I kind of want. I mean, like, yeah, if you already have a PC, why would you want another PC?
No,
Macs
if
are
I
just
had to
like
buy one right now,
just
it'd
like
be a Mac.
Macs are just like nice computers. Like if you have like an office and you just need the computer for general use and things like that, and like PCs are more like work computers. You know what I mean? Like you gotta get work done. Unless your work involves editing a video or Photoshop or something like that.
Yeah, but a lot of people also consider like PCs as just for gaming. That's why they can be so powerful and also be.
No, I think PC is a versatile thing where you can use it for anything, including video editing.
I mean, yeah.
So.
Well, yeah, that's true. But I mean, I guess that does make sense. Like kind of casual, just like sitting on the couch or something.
Yeah. No, I'm talking about like say you have like an office and you have a Mac for like I don't know, like a receptionist or something like that, or just someone who just does.
And you would want to see a Mac. A Mac would look better than a PC.
Yeah, and Macs look nice. You know, they got really good design. Although that design is like an extra $1,000 to the price tag.
I'm pretty sure it's the Apple logo that adds $1,000.
Just like Alienware.
Yeah, Alienware is
decent products
there's
for way too
this girl in my class, and she was like, if I had like chalk that could turn into anything, she said she would drop money and buy an Alienware computer because they're the best gaming computers ever.
Yeah.
And just cringed up, and I like looked at it. I'm like, you have no idea what you're talking about.
No, the best computers, PCs, are the custom built ones.
Yeah.
Wait, who said this?
Built ones.
It was this girl named Elise in my class, and she was like, yeah.
1 to 10. 1
Oh
to
my
10, go.
god.
No,
Hey, this one, you have a charger?
don't even.
Yeah.
Because I'm only on 20.
1 to 10, go, right now.
Holy shit. Like 4 or 5.
Ooh.
Bad.
Okay, we're not
Hard
doing
hit.
this. By the we're not doing this.
It's not that she's not like fat or anything. She's just kind of ugly. She wears so much makeup.
Too much makeup, you hear that?
Anyways.
No, it's like she's ugly, and on top of that, she wears too much makeup.
Anyways.
She wear like really powerful, disgusting perfume.
And she's kind of like dumb. I don't know. Just whatever. Forget about it.
No, she's dumb. How come Andy couldn't get it?
moving on.
Anyways, nobody
Next
knows what
one.
we're talking about. Keep going. That was an inside joke.
What
Go.
did you say?
Nothing. Huh? Nothing.
Hey, what'd you say?
Nobody knows what we're talking about.
No, I want to know what you said.
Nobody knows what we're talking about.
Just go.
No, I want to know what you said.
Oh my God.
I want to know what you said because next time I see you, I might
No.
break
Andy,
your fucking
shut
neck.
up.
Okay,
Listen.
moving on.
Moving on, so for my next topic, I have same-sex schools better. Come on,
Same-sex school is well, it's obviously better because you don't have as many distractions, but would I prefer it? No.
Of course not.
Yeah.
I don't feel that it's better though.
No,
like,
it is
What
better.
boy would?
It
But yeah,
costs
I mean,
a ton.
but-
Think about this. You practically grow up your whole entire life without seeing a girl, knowing how to talk to one, and then you go out into
it's
the real
better
world,
for
and then you're like,
learning.
fuck.
Not for
It's
social.
Think about
stuff.
it. No one puts kids into a same-sex school and like, yeah, I bet he's gonna learn a lot of life skills.
Yeah,
No, they throw him into a same-sex school so they can get into a college.
Yeah, I thought the question was, is it better for learning?
Yeah, it's better for
Yeah, it
learning.
is.
But
Which
Learning social skills are learning too. They're like they can
Yeah,
help
but
you
not-
out
I
if you
agree
can.
that
Yeah, but
social
that's
skills.
not what the topic
Yeah.
it's not part of the
If
curriculum,
it's a thing where, yeah, is it good for everything general life as a whole? Then no. But as learning, yes. Social skills, obviously not.
I mean, actually, well, social skills would build, but just not with the opposite sex.
You would have to go out
Like,
on your own and build
you
them
could probably be really.
instead of.
I mean, it's not like it's not like you
Yeah,
only
you
see
know how
girls
to be
for-
so.
I mean, it's not like, say, if you're a girl, you went to an all-girls school. It's not like you only see girls for your entire life. You just only see them
those are
at
Yeah, you
chicks.
just see them while you're at school. Unless you're like antisocial, never leave the house, then I guess so. But you just have to do the old-fashioned way and go out and search, I guess.
And there's kids who go to public
Yeah,
schools
the
who
old-fashioned way for
Yeah, there's
never
kids that go to
seen
public
it.
school and don't even they like date people outside of the school, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, and like I was saying, there's kids who go to public school who act like they've never like seen a girl before.
Overall, I
So,
think
yeah.
like same sex would be better.
No, trust me. I've been into a same-sex school. It just sucks.
You have?
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
Well, of course it sucks, but
No one's saying that it was a good experience.
I mean, but also you
That's
could, you
good
could
for
also you could also say like you got no motivation if it's same sex.
Motivation for
Well, it
what?
depends
There's no one to
on the
please.
person.
And there's like nothing to.
It depends.
nothing
No,
interesting.
it depends on the person, though.
Do people get good grades to impress girls? I don't get that.
Some you can impress
How is
overachievers.
Would
You
there
can
be motivation behind it?
impress
No, I'm
overachievers by
talking-
getting good grades. You can impress.
I'm talking about the motivation that you get to see the girls. Like that's. The
I don't
motivation.
think that's
that wouldn't
motivation.
make
That's
you better.
distraction, not motivation.
No, it
That would
would
just be motivation to go to school.
Yeah, not a
Yeah.
not a motivation to do good in school.
Well, yeah, I guess.
To do good in school, I'm pretty sure there's some kid out there that thinks like, oh my god, there's like this really hot girl, and I'm pretty sure if I do better in school, she's gonna look at me, she's gonna think I'm smart, and I'm gonna do better in life than like.
Whoever thinks that is retarded,
see me over there.
he has to think
I mean,
about this.
if they're like if they're in like the honors club or something,
It'd be better if they thought about,
there you go.
I want this girl, so I have to make my own business and become rich on my own without school. That I think that'd be more impressive.
Whoever's like, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna grow up and I'm gonna make my own business, and that will impress the girl. No one ever does that.
yeah.
By
then-
that happens, she's already
Then 30 years later, when you grow the business, you're gonna somehow find her, and she's gonna be like a drug addict.
with like 3 kids.
Well,
Yeah.
in the long term, better to do that than
And then you go get a
Just
18-year-old
do
hot
school.
chick.
exactly. There you go.
You're gonna be like 30.
Who cares?
What's your point?
Well, if you're rich, it doesn't matter.
yeah.
Yeah.
I would kind of find that weird. That'd be like dating a like.
I mean, but I wouldn't want a chick that's like a gold digger.
Yeah, she would. You guys want to talk about the new Apple products that we?
Oh, have you heard the new Apple Watch?
Sure.
Right? Is that what you're thinking about?
Yeah,
So-
that's part of the new products released.
So this thing is just like the one that Android released, right? But like, it's just more fashionable.
The Moto 360.
Yeah, it's just more fashionable, right?
It doesn't look anything like the Moto 360 at all.
No, it doesn't.
I
But
thought it. Well, yeah, I said more fashionable.
oh, there's also what is the name of it? The Samsung Gear.
Yeah, I was thinking of the Samsung one.
No one really gets Samsung Gear.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, these
That was cool, like, because it was like the first of its kind, kind of. That was cool when it came out.
I thought Andy got the first one of his kind. What was it, Andy?
No one even knew about
the
the
Samsung smartwatch probably came out like 40 years ago.
it's like the prototype of today's
I
watch
thought it was a
technology.
Sony smartwatch.
Yeah, it's called a Sony smartwatch, and it was like I think it was probably one of the first of its kind. I don't know if it was the very first, but it's definitely got like apps, weather, and you can read tweets and Facebook things like that on it.
Well, the most expensive Apple Watch is like $1,000, right? And it's like gold, I think. Like the wrist, the
What?
band,
You can get a gold
the
Apple.
band is
I don't
gold.
think you can.
It's coated in 40 karat gold.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what it is.
The
And that makes them.
That's what makes it $1,000. Yeah.
That makes no sense. That's not
I
even
told
that
you
much.
it was really. Well, I don't think
Yeah,
it's.
Yeah.
No, I don't think it's $1,000. You're thinking of the iPhone 8.
No way.
Not iPhone 8, iPhone 6
Yeah,
Plus.
I saw one where it was $1,000 and it was like all gold and had like diamonds and shit in it.
I mean, but look at
There's
this.
a gold one. There's the edition where it has gold. It's gold plated and everything, but I don't think it's $1,000.
I think I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure it is.
I mean, but guys, look at this new advancements that Apple has made with the iPhone 6 Plus.
It's a little longer. Has a slightly different software, and does everything that your iPhone 5 does today.
It doesn't have a side software. It's
the
literally
same size as
it's 5.5-inch screen that has. It's just a 5.5-inch screen iPhone 6.
It's a bigger iPhone 5 that they could have made a year ago.
They have like every variation of the same damn thing: iPod Touch, iPad Mini. All the iPhones. Well, they can call, but
yeah, you can get your flavor of iOS in any way you want.
Yeah, any screen type you want, any screen size.
Well, it's not it is stupid how they do it, but it's smart because they make so much money because people are already dragged into it. So can't do anything about it.
I wouldn't call it stupid. I mean, some people just want an iPod.
Well, it's stupid how different the technology is advancing in such a long period of time. But
it's not even really advancing.
That's what I was saying. It hasn't advanced at all. You're telling me that there is a huge difference from the iPhone 6 from the iPhone 5?
I mean, it's not a huge difference. It did advance. I mean,
how this iPhone 4?
It's not like they've made zero
iPhone
progress.
4 to
the
iPhone 5
scanner
or iPhone 6. There's no...
The fingerprint scanner is probably the most original thing that Apple has came out with in a while, on smartphones.
And why is that useful? Is it more convenient?
I'm not saying it is. It's useful. It actually is convenient.
Okay.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that's it. Is because that's the only new exclusive feature that Apple has had on any of their products in a very long time.
That's what I was saying. I was saying that there was no technology, very little technology advancements. That's what I was saying.
What I feel about the iPhones is that I saw this picture that practically described it all. It's a Nexus 4 being compared to the iPhone 6, the regular kind, and it's the exactly the same specs. And it's a phone made.
Well, you know why Apple sells more though, because it just looks nicer and it's easier to use.
It's because the brand. It's the brand.
It's a brand. It's just a more recognized brand. People they have their fanboys.
It's also easier to use.
And Apple's market share is going down? Just every year it goes further down. More and more people are buying it. But anyway, okay. Look at it this way though. I mean, you can't. I guess you could make advancements on simple things, but the point of it, it's so simple to use, and it's sort of maybe in their eyes, it's if it's it's not broken, don't fix it. Like the Xbox 360 controller, it's the same thing in the Xbox One because it was just a controller. It was the perfect size, and I guess maybe they think it's the same way for their operating system. If they change it too much, maybe the people that already like it right now just completely won't like it at all, because it's so simple right now. It's just you get your apps and whatever, and maybe the people that buy it just like it, or it could just be a big shiny Apple symbol.
And I have no problem with that. It's just when they claim to be innovative and groundbreaking, and really it kind of irks me. Is they're like, oh, we have this one new feature, and then Android comes out with a new version of Android, and it's got at least 5 new features that have not been out before, and then eventually Apple catches on, kind of like how they did with NFC, with the Pay. They eventually catch on and they make a big deal that they have it now, and everyone who doesn't know anything about technology is like, oh my god, look at this new thing Apple has done with touch payment.
That's exactly what my dad thought. He's like, oh my god, it's so cool. What's the difference though?
Okay. But let's say that you are on the. Let's say that you're the CEO of Apple. I mean, what would you do to the actual iPhone? Because they've added widgets.
Because they're already making so much money that you don't need to do anything. Just make small little.
Well, they are losing money every year. I don't think they're actually making more.
What are they losing money?
Because they're losing more and more of the market.
They're losing market share to Android because Android is actually breaking ground and making new things, and more people are switching over because they're tired of their grid of squares and very low customization features.
So thanks to Samsung, practically, that's whoever who went in and just took over the flagship.
Samsung.
Because most people went out to get either the flip phone, the iPhone, a BlackBerry, and then maybe like every once in a blue moon they'll pick up an Android.
Yeah, it was.
But now
Yeah.
it's either Apple or Android
Or Samsung.
or Samsung.
It's like a lot of marketing, you know. Samsung's marketing is really, really good, and so is Apple's.
Samsung's marketing is to shit on Apple, basically. Have you seen their stuff?
Yes.
I know, they're like standing in line, they say, oh, you know, and they just do that touch, and they share a file. Can I do that on the new iPhone? Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see their commercials on YouTube, and they're like, they flat out say, well, iPhone 6 can't do that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow, that's
Yeah, I
really,
saw a
like,
TV
very-
commercial where they said that.
Oh, remember? You guys remember the for the Windows phones, and this Cortana versus Siri.
Yeah,
I love that- I love
Windows
that
is
one.
trying to like copy Samsung kind of that with their marketing.
No, you just dropped. You were like lagging out, and then you dropped.
Keep going.
You just keep going, Trevor. We're having some technical errors in the background.
I mean, people always talk about Android versus Apple, and it's like, and no one ever brings up Windows phones, and there's a reason because Windows phones kind of suck. I mean,
The one
Windows
I saw at the Microsoft
phones-
store is pretty cool.
well, I'm not saying that they're not cool. What I'm saying is I've had a Windows phone before, right? I've had an iPhone for a really long time. I had an iPhone for about like 6 or 5 years, and I've had Android since like probably 2 years ago, and I love it. But so I've had them all. I'm not like being like biased. I've tried them all out. Well, from what I had a Windows phone for not even a whole year because I hated it. I got a Windows phone after my iPhone got stolen. That's a piece of crap.
I think I saw it too. I think I saw who had your phone.
Okay, I wish you would have said something. But anyway,
I did tell you. I did. Like the same day, I'm like, I saw this guy that joined the PE class the same day that you said you lost it, and he had it, and he was just walking, like he was running with it, and he wasn't even listening to music or anything. Like he just had it.
well, because it was fucking locked.
And he goes to
Yeah,
Granite
it's
Hills
pretty-
High School in San Diego, California. Go rape him.
Anyway,
Just kidding.
so
Yeah,
The
and
guy
Trevor
who
goes to
stole the
Hogwarts.
phone.
Just letting you know, Trevor goes to Hogwarts High.
yeah,
I'm so glad you don't know
I mean,
the actual
so-
name of it.
I got the Windows Phone when it kind of like first came out. Like it was Windows Phone 7 at the time, before Windows Phone 8 came out, and it was like, it was cool. Like the design, I really loved the design of Windows phones. There were very little apps on it at the time. There may be a lot more now,
Yeah, they
but
kind of
there's
resemble
definitely
Apple
not as
products,
much as Android.
so I kind of like
As
them.
Android or Apple, but they have some apps now, and I don't like they have the squares, which it's nice, but I don't like how little you can customize with it, and also when I had it at the time, there's so many problems with it, like there's too many bugs for it to be even like enjoyable to use, and eventually once I got my iPhone, I got the Windows Phone when I broke my iPhone from dropping it from about like 2 inches off the ground. And
The
Yeah.
classic breakage of all iPhones. Dropping it from a foot off the ground.
Yeah, like the last like the biggest for the longest time possible, and like in one day you just drop it a little bit, and like,
Yeah.
we'll be fine. Like I dropped it from taller places, but no, the one
it's
time.
crazy, yeah, because I dropped it, it fell out of the car, and then I didn't know. It fell face down out of a car, and then I stepped on it because I didn't know it fell out, and it was on asphalt, like really, really rough asphalt. Picked it up. There was like a few scratches.
Android?
Couldn't even tell. It was an iPhone.
Oh.
Totally fine. And then it falls from like my knee to the floor onto carpet, and the digitizer breaks, and I can't use it.
It must be that
So-
like flat contact hitting that like messes it up or something. Like the design is
No, but
flawed that way.
they just sit. I don't know.
But anyway, once I got my iPhone fixed, I gave him this phone to my brother, and then I just started using my iPhone again. But then once it got stolen, I was like, all right, I'm gonna go to Android.
I think Androids are
that's
much
the-
more. Are how many times do you hear someone dropping their iPhone or their Android and it like completely breaks like Apple's do? Like I never hear that. Does it happen? Or-
Almost never, but I have done it.
Yeah, your screen was fucked up. but I don't think it doesn't happen as often.
Like it just doesn't
I
even
don't
work
know if
anymore.
that's because they're better built or because not as many people have them.
I don't know. I mean, maybe it's because you always hear people about dropping their iPhones. You never really hear people talking about dropping their Androids. But I mean, Androids were always really good about using strong glass on their phones, like Gorilla Glass. When iPhone was using probably like the most weakest glass you could ever have.
And
Like
also
on
to
the, on
throw
the
some
front
sexism
and the
here.
back of it.
And to throw some sexism here, mostly Android users are men.
Well, that's
Yeah, a lot
because
of-
it's like more.
mostly girls.
It's more like technical using Androids than it is.
Well,
Apple.
yeah, because most girls aren't really interested in
Technology?
the amount
now
of
they
features you
are.
can get out of Android.
Yeah.
No.
It's only like that because of the marketing. Everyone's like, oh, well, everyone's getting Android. But I mean, most girls still have iPhones. I never go up to a girl and be like, you have an iPhone?
You stupid bitch.
I've never seen a
mean,
girl with
I
an
would-
Android. They usually have Apples. I don't know if I know a person with an Android.
Kobe has Samsung Galaxy.
Yeah. There's other girls too. I see a lot of girls with Androids actually.
Yeah, me too. Well, I mostly see Asian girls in Androids though. Like at my school, it's just all the Asian chicks have like a Galaxy Note 3 and like stuff like that.
And that's sounding really racist, but
It's not racist.
Anyways,
It's a true fact, so therefore it's not racist.
let's move on to something else now.
Anyways, here is a new topic.
Anyways.
Limit gun rights. So I want to start off with this one because, come on. I
You're an
just got to
immigrant?
this country about 4 years, and I love the goddamn fact that I can own a fucking gun
You didn't really finish the sentence. You said I got to this country about 4 years.
ago. Happy?
Yeah.
And I just love the fact that I can own a gun. Like I had to my country overthrew two presidents on the time that I lived there, and it was not fun to overthrow a president with sticks and rocks.
so if you
Yeah,
had
let's just
to
put it
live,
that way.
so you have to live in a country where you're able to overthrow the government with guns instead.
Yeah.
Okay. Makes sense.
And it's like,
And just in near security of like
So in case the
Yeah,
government
like
fucks
this-
up super bad, you want to be able to take them out.
the thing is that I don't think that America, if they tried, I don't think the citizens could overthrow the government.
no, I think they can.
But
Really, you
no.
think that
because
the
American
citizens
citizens
can
don't have
overthrow the
tanks
largest
and
military in the world?
rockets. The
Yeah,
government does.
that's what happens when you militarize the stupid police. It's
No,
just
it's not
ridiculous.
just the police. I'm saying if the people were trying to overthrow the government, the military
But
would
how
definitely
many
be involved.
people in the military would
The
side
military
with
is
the
there
civilians, though?
the military is there to serve the civilians, not the government. At some point,
I think it's completely. We have to be optimistic about this. Like, it could either go one way or another. One way being the military completely annihilates us and they have complete control over us, or two, the military completely sides with us and they do what the civilians want and not the government.
You realize the military works for the government. Right? It's part of the government.
Right,
Yeah.
but there are a lot of people
They can't just be like, oh, we're gonna go with the civilians.
But there are a lot of people in the
They can't-
military that don't want to be controlled like the government controls them. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean that's no longer. I mean, once they join
That's
the
just a
military,
private
they don't really
military
have,
right
they don't
there.
really have the say. in it.
Well, true. They also have private militaries though, so
I
which
know.
are just
I
as
mean-
elite as the regular military.
okay, let me put it this way: the military this is their oath that they do when they take it. I, whatever your name is, do sincerely swear or affirm that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. In this case, domestic could be the government.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because military. What they're saying right there is that the military is supposed to side with the people and the Constitution.
Or-
Yes.
Or that could be interpreted as domestic, as in the people are uprising and they need to kill the citizens.
Yeah, but no, they're protecting their right. That is the the constitutional rights. They're protecting that.
Well, I mean, whoever says that the people are trying to protect their rights, the people could just be revolting for,
But they're
claiming
always
that their rights,
protecting their
claiming
rights,
that their
though.
rights are, they're always protecting their rights.
Yeah, they're always.
You know that they're always doing that.
Well, that's because they always say that, though, right? They always say that we're doing it for this. This isn't
That doesn't mean
constitutional.
that they're always right about it. Just because they say they're protecting their rights doesn't mean they actually even know what their rights are.
I think the people know. Never mind.
Yeah, most people don't even know what the 10 Amendments are.
But a lot of people do who are protesting against the government, though.
The
Did you know
only
that?
amendments they know of are
The Second
Fifth,
Amendment.
the Fifth, the Second Amendment, and the First Amendment.
Which are?
Well, the First Amendment is the most important one out of all of them. The Second Amendment, which is the second
I
most
like how-
important one, is the one that protects.
Probably the most.
I like how an immigrant knows more about the Constitution than I do. I find that funny.
Just history class. Just gotta pay attention to it.
I never learned about that in my history classes.
What?
You get
Nope.
Hogwarts. You not learn about the freaking Constitution in your history class.
Or when did Isman learn them? Just this year? Or
No, I learned them in 8th
there
grade.
you go.
You learn them in 8th grade.
I never learned.
And you learn it this year also, U.S. history.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, since we had a Constitution Day like a couple of weeks ago,
I've been learning about the Constitution ever since I started school.
and we can't hear you.
Okay. Anyways, yeah.
Dude,
Guns. More guns.
that doesn't. I've had him in Benjamin's class. You learn them in 8th grade, not a junior year, Trevor. I don't know when you learned them.
I didn't.
What are you talking about? You're learning the Constitution right now also.
Yeah, but you learn them in 8th grade too.
I know, I said that.
Well, I didn't.
I thought you said I was just learning them.
No, I said in 8th grade and we learned it in U.S. history also. Which
Are
is,
you in U.S. history too?
well, yeah. Well,
Who's Trevor?
it's not called U.S. history, it's just called history. It's really weird the way that classes work. I don't know.
Okay.
What is Trevor in?
He's in Hogwarts.
Nothing.
You remember?
I don't
You
have
learned
history
about
right
the
now.
castle.
He doesn't have
but-
history this year.
He's
Is there,
history of
Trevor, is there like no magic related to the dark arts or what?
I had to learn about potions and like little creatures that
Potion
roam
brewer.
the grounds and shit.
alchemy.
Expelliarmus.
That's copyright. Don't do that.
Oh yeah, because they're gonna
Please don't copyright. I'm not gonna copyright a video with 1 view, and that's gonna be us.
Yeah, no, there's gonna be about 4 views, maybe 5.
And
All
that's
of
gonna
us.
be all of us just watching ourselves.
I'm not even sure. Trevor, have you seen Star Wars?
Yeah.
No. Which Trevor are you asking?
Either of you?
Yeah, I've seen all
Say
of them.
Trev Dog when you're.
Regular Trevor, have you seen it?
I've seen parts of Star Wars. And I've never
At
seen.
Danielson's class, remember?
Yeah, in Danielson's class. I've never seen full Star Wars movie.
You never seen one full Star
Wow.
Wars movie?
Not a true
Ooh,
American.
if there's one you gotta see, it's gotta be the second
You know
one.
what? I mean, it's not. I don't ever. It's not like I'm trying to.
Dude, I have chicks.
What I just said, Jared.
I have chicks in my class. I have seen the movies, and those are chicks.
So
Of
what?
course they
It's
have.
love
It's like
Star Wars.
everybody's seen it.
Everyone's seen Star Wars. It doesn't matter.
Who
if
hasn't?
it's not.
Who
I
hasn't
have-
seen Star
Trevor.
Wars? Like,
It's not that like I'm refusing to see Star Wars because I'm against it. I just haven't seen it because I've never.
Had the opportunity
I've
to.
had other things
I've
on
just
my
never
mind.
been in the situation where it's like I got all the Star Wars movies right in front of me and I got all this time. That's never happened.
Well, yeah, because they're old, and you actually have to go out and do it. If you want to actually experience, some
I
of the
know.
greatest innovations in movie history.
I had like free time. We're like, you know what? I never had like free time and nothing else to do.
You have free time to watch Japanese. No, care.
Yeah, you got a free time to watch.
But he doesn't
anime,
have
you
free
don't
time to go
watch-
get the movies.
If I can watch Star Wars, if you know like somewhere I can watch Star Wars for free, I'll go ahead and watch that. instead.
I'm sure you could find it online. It
Yeah, it's
came out a long time ago.
I don't want to scour around some dank, dark, freaking website.
I'll link you.
That's what you do all the time on that freaking Kiss anime shit.
No, it's not. It's not. That's the legit website.
If you really want to learn, if you really want to watch Star Wars, I'll link you.
The thing is that I've never had a free time where it's like, you know what? I'm gonna watch Star Wars.
Yeah, okay, I realize that you're not gonna I just had an epiphany and I need to watch Star Wars.
Must
right
watch
now.
all Star Wars
Right.
movies now.
And To be honest, I'm not really interested in watching it. It's not. I don't really have like the urge to watch it. I mean, I already get all the references and memes from it just from being on the internet.
Cool. Yeah, you can just stop talking now.
Yeah, like right now. There's no point.
Right.
Wow.
The Star Wars movie.
I don't know what I said wrong to.
I think they're hating on you because you haven't seen Star Wars at all.
Yeah.
I know I haven't seen Star Wars, but I still understand the references.
I haven't seen Lord of the Rings at all.
Well,
I seen them when I was little.
I haven't seen Lord of the Rings either.
See?
I bet there's someone really pissed off at us out there.
Everybody's hating on us because of that.
why would they get mad at us?
I want to see it. I'm actually going to read the book.
Star Wars is such
Have
a
you seen The
classic.
Hobbit, Trevor?
Yeah,
Aren't you
Okay.
reading the book?
I've seen both the
Both?
Hobbits.
Okay.
Why are we reading a book? We have to
Trevor,
read it.
by the way, Trevor.
No, I thought you were reading the book.
Yeah, I know. I am.
Hey, viewers, you know, when we get these cameras on, you'll see how much of a hobbit Trevor looks like.
That's so true.
Wait, Trevor, is there a video to this
No.
podcast? Okay,
Video is coming soon.
So they won't be able to like see my Skype
Not
picture.
this time, no.
No, we're extremely sorry
Wait. So
about
what
that.
are they going to see? Are you going to like put something over it, or?
Some gameplay, maybe?
Maybe.
Oh my God! Well, how about you go? Okay, we'll talk about this at the end.
Anyways,
Anyway,
what
next
was the
time-
next thing, Isma?
Well, next topic is should we arm the teachers?
The what?
Arm the teacher.
Oh, the teachers.
Yeah,
Ooh.
What
What
I
teachers?
think that they need to take. I think you should after they take like psychological tests.
We should
and
have
a whole bunch
psychological
of-
tests for policemen. Like,
You should, yeah, they should
Yeah,
be.
listen,
I'm pretty sure they do.
I don't think they
There
do.
should be psychological
Yeah,
tests in the
they do,
hiring
they do,
teachers,
actually.
if there isn't already.
Is it like,
I'm sure.
here, take this test that anybody can do, or is it like actual psychological?
It's like, oh, are you insane person?
Yeah, you just take a test, right?
Like, I'm pretty sure when they're making the psychological test, they make it so to actually test someone's, psychological state of
any
mind.
psychopath
Yeah, it
that
tests their
is
faculty.
like wants to kill people in the police force and is smart enough to know the correct questions to not make themselves like noticeably different from everybody else and want to kill people, then they can pass easily. There has to be like something that they
Anyone can.
Well, yeah, it's a test.
like a lie,
Hey,
like one of those lie tests.
yeah,
They're saying to do one of those.
Trevor, the point of it is like some people will, fail it, and you can tell that they're, crazy because of it. And
But what
some
about the people that
pass?
pass and are crazy?
What do
Well-
you expect people to do about that?
Instead of
Yeah.
just having them take a
Hey,
test, like a
yeah,
paper
we're
test,
in-
have them do the lie detector
Trevor,
and ask
yeah,
them, do you have the urge
It's
to
an
kill somebody?
imperfect world. It's an imperfect
Well,
world. How are you
I
gonna?
think it could be
you
better
know?
though if they did that. Why not?
Well, actually, now that I
why not
think
go
about
the
that,
extra
I guess
step?
that's true.
It's not that hard. Like it only takes 10 minutes.
The extra step for
How do
what?
you know it's not that hard?
It only takes 10 minutes. You're quite the
Where
expert.
the hell did you pull that number from?
Yeah.
No, I mean, have you guys ever seen like somebody take a lie detector test where they just answer like 10 to 20 questions about?
Well,
stuff?
yeah, the line detector
Trevor,
tests are easy
Trevor,
to
if
fake,
they-
though.
If they lied on the psychological test to make them sound sane, why would they then go through a lie detector test if they
no,
didn't come
I'm
up
saying
as?
they only do the lie detector test. That's just the test. The
Yeah, but how would you be chosen to do the lie detector
everyone
test?
who goes
Oh,
into,
okay.
into the police force has to do it.
No.
I'm pretty sure,
Okay,
I'm
Trevor.
pretty sure that's like you can choose not to like, take a lie detector test.
No, it's a
That's
no.
like-
They make it a requirement to join the police department.
But I thought you just said that to join the police department, you should have to take a psychological test, and you just said that taking a lie detector test is better than taking a psychological
That is
test. So what are you talking about?
no, I didn't mean that. What I meant was take the lie detector
Oh my
test.
God.
Everybody has to take it to join the police force. That's what I meant.
Okay, well, like,
Am I wrong?
I mean,
Would it be? It would be
like-
better, no?
I mean, wouldn't you rather have them take both? Like, if you're going to arm
Oh,
the
well,
teachers,
sure.
you should have them, like, be completely trusted. I mean,
I'm pretty.
I don't know.
No, I think there should be at least.
I
Have
think
like
it should-
4
Well,
armed
wait.
teachers.
Let's
I
think
think-
about this.
no.
Let's,
yeah,
We have to think about costs, about the tests. I mean, if like taking lie detector tests was a better idea, don't you think they would have done it?
Yeah, true, yeah. And also, maybe they should just arm all the kids.
I don't.
The thing is,
Just hand them a pistol.
You know how many dead people there would be on campuses? Everybody.
I mean, maybe there might be zero because
No,
it's like you
absolutely not.
You're telling
Are
me.
you kidding
It'd be
me?
like the Wild West. You don't want to mess with
If
anyone.
I
'cause they
had a
won't
gun while I was in high school, everybody would be dead.
would not-
Everybody would be dead.
No.
Trevor, I think
I-
that says a lot about your psychological ability.
Okay, don't talk about that. Don't
I'm sorry.
Talk about that.
Come get me.
Yeah, that's not something you can like just.
Come get me.
scream out.
And first of all, you could not even hold a gun. Okay. You're freaking. You have like maybe 1% body.
I've shot
imagine-
a gun before.
I know. What did Trevor shot a Desert Eagle and his arms like his bones snapped out of his arms when it
It's
shot?
like
Okay,
spaghetti.
stop
They're
it. Stop.
like-
So what do you guys think though? It's like arm the teachers or no?
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
not a smart idea.
I don't think no. Arm the principal. The principals are always the best.
I'm not saying just give the teacher a gun. They would have to like go through like a bunch of training to like gun.
Yeah,
Well, how
yeah,
about
they
this?
should have-
Just have like 2 cops instead of 1. Boom.
That
well,
doesn't
that
really
was-
fix the
You're
problem.
a goddamn
yeah.
genius.
There are already cops at schools, so why arm the teachers, right?
Well,
point.
What?
what if the cops get shut down?
Dude, the school is so big. Like,
That's why you have 2.
how can you?
Okay,
Oh my
wait.
God.
How many cases can you think of where a teacher would need a gun? How many?
A lot. There's a lot of cases.
Yeah. I mean, like, let's say there's a shooter on campus, and obviously locked doors are not, invincible from being
That's why
broken
you have
down.
police.
But, oh my God!
On
What if they don't
campus.
get there instantly?
On campus.
They're freaking. Yeah, there's like 1 police guard
2.
on
That's
campus
what I
already.
said 2.
What's 2 gonna do? 2 guns, trigger-happy police guards. They'll end up with dead kids by the police.
Well, obviously, you have them take a psychological test too.
No, oh my God!
Can't
That's
psychological test everyone in the motherfucking
Yeah,
world. That's
why
Why
illogical.
not? It'd be better.
Trevor, you're
So what? You're saying like, oh, this guy's crazy. Well, we better kill him. Is that what you're
No,
saying?
Just they can't have social
Yeah,
jobs.
It's
Oh,
just
They're crazy.
What job would you give them? That makes no sense.
they-
Different job.
What job is not a social job?
Trevor, you're
I
just
don't know.
not sense. Just stop. talking.
Yeah,
Like
this
a
is,
sewer
this
work
is
thing?
general confusion, right? So
The only person that's generally confused is you.
Yeah.
I'm confused about what I'm
Trevor's always
talking about.
there.
Okay, anyways, so
You know what you're saying?
I would say no giving teachers guns.
Hey guys! Look, it's like we worked into the name of the title of the movie. Like if we want to solve this, we're gonna have to be Superman 4. The courts for truth.
Okay, so no to guns with teachers, I would say.
I would say yes under the right circumstances.
Yeah.
I would say yes too. It just because
Alright, I'll
like
do a
the
crazy
psychological
one.
test cannot be faken because there's some really smart psychs out there.
You just heard what you said, right?
I mean,
it can't be faken, even though there are really
Yeah, like
smart...
this
Psychopaths?
not like this not the psychopaths, the guys who
Normal people can pass the psychological test while being still crazy. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, it doesn't take a brilliant mind to pass it. Like, they're simple questions. Crap.
Are we back on?
Well, that sucked.
Are you still recording?
Yeah. If I cut it, it'll mess
Alright.
up, so I'm just gonna let it go.
Well, did you already, apologize? Sorry, folks. You had a little technical difficulty, and
Where's this
is
one?
Trevor? Are you there? Are there, Trevor?
Yeah.
Where's this one?
Yeah, Isma's computer crashed, so he'll be on in a few seconds.
Why does Trevor keep leaving the
Well,
call?
I don't know.
Oh, who keeps kicking
Some
you?
sort of disability. Okay,
Who keeps
anyway,
kicking
we're
him?
just ending it.
Trevor,
What?
who's kicking you?
I don't fucking know.
It's weird.
Yeah, I'm not. I can. I'm on my
I'm
phone. But
calling you.
anyway,
I'm not doing anything. It's weird.
okay. Anyway, let's continue this. So, what's the next topic here? What's the next topic we got?
Next topic we have
Internet.
censor internet.
Censor the internet.
So, for
Well-
those of you who don't know, the government's trying to get a law passed where you have to pay for more bandwidth. So, such as on YouTube, you have to pay to get to 1080p instead of just being able to go on and, like, they're trying to make it so you have to go through the government to pay them
They're trying to get some tax out of it,
to
practically.
use
in other
more
words.
bandwidth. Yeah.
They're trying to make like websites exclusive. Like you pay for certain websites that you go on frequently. Like say you stream a lot, like you stream Netflix a lot, and you play a lot of video games. Then you would only pay for those websites that you use. Kind of like TV
That's
shows.
ridiculous.
Yeah, kind of like how you pay for TV channels.
Obviously, it's not going to get passed because people are going to go crazy on the government. If
I mean, it might pass.
No, it won't. It
No,
won't.
no one likes it, but I mean,
It won't.
the gov-
So,
I mean,
SOPA passed.
what
SOPA
was
didn't
that
pass
thing a while
because the people
back?
didn't want it. Same thing's
well,
going to happen.
SOPA was just flat out retarded. This might. I mean, there's a lot of people in the government who don't really go on the internet that much, and they're like, "This is awesome."
Yeah, it's for them, but for the rest of the people, it's a bad idea. So why are they doing it? They're doing it for themselves, right?
Exactly, but I mean, how often nowadays has the government just passed a law? Even though
You know what?
everybody
You know
hated
what would
it?
happen?
All the
Anonymous
time.
would just start taking
Yeah,
down every
Anonymous
website
would.
that they can.
Yeah, Anonymous would just destroy the internet. No more internet. People can't use it. They would just destroy the ISPs. Nobody can have internet anymore.
That would make it worse for everyone.
It would make the government give back the internet though, and like make it so they don't have to pay.
No,
anymore.
it wouldn't. It would. If they would take down all the ISPs, then no one will be getting the internet.
Yeah, or maybe the government's just like whatever.
Well,
And how the hell do
No.
you take down an ISP if you're using the ISP to take them down?
you use a different ISP.
So there's still
Oh,
some
shit.
ISPs left.
No, there's different ways to do it. Like the way you said from China to send packets. You can do that.
Yeah.
Because you're only sending it to certain locations. You have to do each location individually.
I mean, the only thing they could really do is just DDoS
The
them.
government.
No, you can't DDoS the fucking
Yeah,
government.
they
Yeah, you
have.
can DDoS your website.
They DDoS the
Yeah,
FBI.
yeah. I know. What do they say?
Yeah, you can DDoS their website.
And
No,
customer
it's not even
money.
that. No, it's not even that much.
Dude, what do they spend like 65 million or something on,
No,
on the
no,
website?
no. If the Lizard Squad can coordinate an attack to take down like one of like the biggest like networks in the world, on the most amount of servers, like they took down Riot and Sony and the freaking PlayStation Network.
Yeah.
And what does
It's
that
not.
mean?
It's not that hard, and it doesn't cost a lot of money. If these
What, to
freaking
take down the
idiots,
government?
no, to take down servers.
You could do it
to
for
take down
free
all-
if you just had a bunch of people doing like sending packets to the websites. If you just had a lot of people, that'd be easy.
I mean, I wouldn't say
that-
that's free, but yeah,
They can make services
It's-
for it that's free.
the money is less
Odd.
indirect. Like it's not as like.
I mean, if you're gonna like take down a government website, you probably need a lot of people to crash it.
Yeah,
Well,
but
a
there
lot
are
of
a lot
people
of
would
people
do
who
it
wouldn't
stuff
like
at
it,
the
though.
back.
But that's the thing about DDoSing. It doesn't matter how many servers you have; it still takes it down.
Yeah, but Trevor's just like, why don't you just round up a whole bunch of people and send them over?
Well, that's what
That's
you
not
yeah,
even that.
it's
You
your
don't even
army.
need a bunch of.
You don't need a whole bunch of
You
people,
just-
but
All you need is a server. All you need is like a bunch of computers
you
and.
could just do have a server send a bunch of packets to it. Be just as easy as having people send
Okay,
packets to it. That's what they do it. So
All it does is overload their like what's it called?
Their system response,
Yeah.
response system or whatever.
Yeah, you overload the system with like requests and everything, and then the system can't take it and shuts down.
mm-hmm.
And it doesn't matter how many servers you have; that happens regardless. So, like when the Lizard Squad did that, I hate saying that. When the Lizard Squad, like their group or something. When they did that, they're like, "Yeah, maybe if Sony got more servers, we wouldn't have to be dealing with this." It's like,
Well, it wouldn't matter.
No,
It's just
that
the
sure
whole
would have
thing.
happened if they had a million servers.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Well,
And I don't know.
okay. Before Trevor gets too involved in the topic, maybe we should move on.
I think the
Yeah,
government.
he's just getting a little too
I think
personal
if
about
the
this.
government will
Because
pass
he was
it, they're
playing
going
his
crazy.
Destiny, and he got to level 20, and the servers went down, so he
Yeah, and then T-Mobile shut me off. Fucking assholes.
Well, you're a bad influence.
They're great, They're great until they like cut. I don't know.
They're good until they ruin
great
my
until
own
they
fun.
cut down.
No, they're great until like I just don't like how they actually gave me Wi-Fi tethering. I liked it when I like got it not. I don't want to say illegally. I don't know if it was illegal how I was getting it before, but I liked getting it without a plan. You know what I mean? Without an
Yeah.
actual Wi-Fi tethering plan because they didn't track what I was doing.
Right. Okay. Let's move.
What do you
on.
guys think about the
That's-
NSA? The NSA keeping track of everything you do and say with just
I mean,
everything.
shit. If I did something bad, I'd be in jail by now, right? So. guess
No,
it's fine.
you're just getting put in a government watch list. You can say bad stuff.
Well, I'm on that list.
I don't
Well,
really
I
see
mean, like,
of complaining about this at all. It's not like complaining about the NSA is going to even
I
do
honestly
anything.
I couldn't care less. What are they gonna do?
yeah, like I'm not
I don't-
doing anything. That I don't personally. I don't care if they're looking at.
Yeah, but
It's
those
not-
are your
it's not
rights.
like-
it's
it's
there's
not-
invasion of privacy.
Yeah, well, if they're actually
it's
doing
not
what
like
they
you
say
can
they're
really
doing.
expect them to not do that. It's like you can't prevent it either.
I expect them to do
Yeah.
it, and since I can't prevent it, I don't care.
Yeah, and it's. I mean, obviously, yeah, it is like invasion of privacy and your rights and stuff. But if it's actually effective in catching
Well,
potential threats,
Even though it's
to
not
us,
very effective at all, I
Yes,
still
it
don't care.
is.
What was the last threat they caught, Trevor?
I don't know off the top of my
I'm sure
head.
they have. I'm sure they
No,
have caught
I
a
remember
threat.
there
If
was a
they're
stat where they were like, it was so ineffective about how much they were spending versus how much people they were catching. Like, it was just ineffective and useless.
It was a stat.
I don't
Like
remember.
how, like you blow up the Empire Bridge and
No,
and
it
how
was
much
like
it
they
took
were
to
spending
catch-
like this many billions
The
of
Empire Bridge,
dollars
what
to
am I
catch
talking about?
this one person that really didn't do anything bad. Is that kind of thing.
Empire buildings.
Yeah, but why would you take the chance though?
Yeah.
You could do it a lot better.
So what
I
if
don't
that
know.
person actually did blow up the thing? You didn't even know.
Okay, if you're gonna blow up like a city, are you gonna blog about it online? Obviously
Blow up
not.
the whole city?
Well, I was.
No blogs about it online.
If you're gonna blow up a
It's-
building, are you gonna go on Facebook and
don't-
say,
they don't
"I'm
set up
blowing
a
up this.
Tumblr account.
I'm gonna blow up this street address at this time." You don't do that, do you?
Yeah,
So what's
They don't. No one
okay,
does
wait,
that.
exactly?
hold on.
So it's
That's not how they find
ineffective.
people. You know that, right? No one does that.
Trevor.
Exactly.
No,
So that's why it's pointless.
Trevor's talking. Hey, Trevor's talking about how like after you blow up a city, you're gonna have to blog about it so people figure it out.
No, it's not what I meant.
Trevor, they don't find people by catching their blogs about blowing up cities.
I know.
They
That's
find-
how they find.
They find people by going through their emails and carefully looking through every single word they say
It's for
to
keywords.
detect something.
And they can,
Yeah,
Okay,
they're looking for
how
keywords.
about this? You don't use the internet at all, but you're a terrorist and you blow something up. But you already know how to make a bomb. You can get the
You know how
appliances.
hard it is nowadays to not use the internet?
No,
No,
this is
possible.
hypothetical. I know this is hypothetical. Let's just say that the guy doesn't.
What
The
the
guy
hell are you talking
doesn't.
about
No, listen. The guy doesn't use internet, but he knows how to make bombs. He wants to bomb a store. He doesn't blog about it online, obviously, because he doesn't have, and he can't send emails or anything because he doesn't have the internet. So what?
Text messages.
Yeah, but I'm talking about online though, and it's
Exactly.
taking emails off of everybody. What does that do
Okay,
if this
well,
guy doesn't use the
obviously-
internet?
Hey, Trevor. Obviously, not in every single terrorist, case that they're going to be able to catch him. That's not the thing. They're not catching every single possible.
That's what I'm
threat.
saying. I'm saying that there are so many different possibilities and people saying so many different things that not every single one of them is a real threat, and very few of them are real threats. and it's just
Yeah, like the kid that apparently
So,
like
Trevor, what you're describing is a guy who lives in the woods and sends people bombs. So you're describing the Unabomber.
the what?
Guys, the Unabomber, you realize that, right?
What is that?
The Unabomber is a guy for over a 20-year period. He lived in a shack in the woods, and he made bombs in his shack. And he was a really smart person. And he basically sent people that he didn't like government people and people at big corporations, would put bombs in their mailboxes and other things, and they would open it and they would go off and kill them.
Yeah, that's what I was describing.
No,
This is before 9/11, where you could put bombs in the mail and they would be able to actually get.
Would you agree or disagree that if somebody is a good citizen and they have nothing bad to do about anything, should they take them off the list? Like, should
They're not on
know
this
that?
to begin with, Trevor. They don't.
Oh,
put,
so
they
you
don't
actually,
put
I thought
anything on the
they
list.
checked everybody's emails no matter what.
No, they look for keywords, and then when the keywords are found, they start looking into it. And if it gets really even more in depth of what they're doing, then they put them on.
They're not going to read every email ever sent.
You're not that important. They don't care.
Okay. Well, I'm on the list.
Yeah, of course, Trevor's just like, oh, someone said they don't care. I'm so self-centered. Now I'm kind of mad at the government.
Well, I've always hated the government.
no, the government does some good things. Not all the time though, because they're just disappointing.
Name one good thing the government has done within the past year.
Spend money on guns.
I'm sorry, was that a good thing or a bad thing?
That was a good thing.
Okay, something other than that, because that is
I'm
obviously
sure
an opinion.
they've done. Okay, I'm sure they've done good things in some people's eyes. I'm sure
You think of
Obamacare was
anything.
You realize the government doing good things doesn't really get on the news. No one wants to hear about that.
Yeah, and I'm
All
sure
people want to hear about is
Obamacare.
what the government is doing wrong.
Well, then we're doing
I'm
it
sure
wrong.
a lot of people like
We're doing it wrong by
Obamacare.
putting bad things on television.
Dude, Trevor, I'm sure a lot of people liked Obamacare, and obviously a lot of people didn't.
No, a lot of people
So in
didn't.
those people's eyes, that it was a good
but
thing.
it also upset a lot of people.
Yeah, it was a good thing for the people that.
Everyone.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I agree. Why do you think people didn't like Obamacare? Just because they weren't well informed, or because they?
No, it was because
They spent too much money on it.
Yeah, and it was for people, these 20-year-olds or whatever, they're, best shape of their life or whatever. They don't need health care, and they don't want to be forced to buy it.
I need health care because I break shit all the time.
No,
Okay, yeah, because you're
the people who had actually paid for Obamacare. Those are the people that were mad.
Yeah, the people that were healthy as a clam.
Okay, so what happens to those people when they get really sick and they can't afford it? They regret it.
Yeah, but it's obviously they're probably gonna know if they they need it. I guess you can't be like, oh well, I kind of just got cancer and I'm screwed now. But these are people that are just in the prime of their life and they don't already pay for healthcare and they don't think they need it. And so now they're being forced on it.
Wasn't it optional? They could either stay with whatever
No,
they had.
Obamacare is not. No, Obamacare is not optional. If you don't get it, you have to pay a fee every year.
Really? So I have it right now.
Yeah.
Do we all have it?
No,
Or it didn't pass? Or I thought it did.
No,
Obamacare
if you already have health care, you don't have to pay
Yeah.
for it.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
That's why.
It's not like
that's why
everybody has to have.
It's whoever didn't have
No,
healthcare.
it's not like everybody has to have Obamacare. If you already have health care, then you can you keep your health care.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, that's what they claim. There's
Or
a
you
bunch of
could
people
switch
saying
over.
that. There's a bunch of people saying that they're losing their doctors because of Obamacare, but that's
What?
completely.
How? Doesn't make
I'm
any
pretty
sense.
sure doctors are. Have you guys noticed that doctors used to be one of the most well-paid, educated persons, and now
They
they
still
went
are.
down.
No, they haven't. How?
Yes, they
People
have.
Lawyers are now the most paid, the best paid.
Doctors are definitely not paid what they used.
Doctors still get paid a lot.
Trevor's like, no, they didn't. Like,
Yeah. I know.
No.
Trevor's like a fountain of knowledge.
Like, how much, like, has their salaries gone down a lot? I don't think so.
Trevor, you're asking us. You just said that you knew.
I've just heard that, like, anesthesiology, whatever the fuck the word is, and, like, the people that keep you asleep, like, those, even the simplest jobs.
Anesthesiologist just different.
Yeah, no, even the simplest jobs like that can earn a lot of money.
That's
simple. That's not a simple job. That's
Well, it's
definitely
simple.
not a simple
It's
job.
more simpler than the actual guy doing the surgery.
Dude, Trevor, if you give someone the wrong amount of anesthesia, you could kill them.
If the guy doesn't know how to cut the body open correctly, he could kill you too and infect you.
Yes,
It's the same thing. It's the same thing.
Okay,
Either way.
never mind. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah,
You're right.
they're both
Okay, where's
very
your
important.
proof that the salaries haven't
Trevor.
gone down? I don't think they have.
We're not saying that they're being paid very little. We're just saying they're not being paid as much.
Oh,
They're still making a lot
they're
of money.
being paid. Before
Like,
they were being paid
less.
more than lawyers. Now lawyers are being paid more than that.
Well, and then
That's what
it's also like it's hard for like if you see a doctor that graduated whatever, they may just not have any work. It could be a doctor working at McDonald's or something, or a lawyer.
I think doctors can
I don't
find.
see doctors working at
Yeah,
McDonald's.
doctors usually can find
Well,
jobs.
maybe not at
better.
McDonald's, but not at a freaking place where you could be a doctor.
At least Macy's.
No,
At least
I'm pretty
Macy's.
sure doctors have
Every
more
kid's
job opportunities than most other degrees.
I don't know. I mean, most doctors really specialize in something.
Yeah,
Oh, that
yeah,
is true.
Yeah, they do their 8 years or whatever to be a doctor, and then they specialize in anesthesiology or like surgeon, a heart surgeon or something.
Yeah.
Heart surgeons are by far like one of the most legit ones. Brain surgeons and heart surgeons, those are by far like the hardest jobs.
Well, yeah, because like there's too much vital organs in your body.
Yeah.
The life is literally in your hand. Like,
Yeah, but according to Trevor, an anesthesiologist is a low job.
no, I was just saying that.
No, you were
It's
just
like,
saying that
no.
because you didn't even know.
You're right. I was
anesthesia.
saying that. No, I knew what it was.
See, Trevor, you don't know what you're talking
Yeah, I
about,
don't know.
and then like when we say that you're wrong, you're like, oh,
Next topic,
I'm
please. Before I look
Yeah.
for like a
Next
retard.
topic.
Hey, guess what? What's
too late for that.
We have we just went over since the internet, Obamacare, ISIS, same-sex. Animals have rights too. We are all animal lovers
Yeah.
in this call, so.
I think the answer's gonna be yes for all of us.
Trevor is an animal abuser.
Shut.
Oh yeah, that's right. He punches his cat like every day, from what I hear.
Yeah,
We'll be
yeah.
in a random call, and he'll just like
He
hear the cat
throws his
scream,
cats
and then
behind
like,
him.
I didn't know cats scream.
they meow. Their version of.
Yeah, they hiss. They hiss.
No, I don't. I mean, I would.
I'm sure Andy should know about that since he has a cat. I mean, 3
No.
cats.
I wouldn't say that I'm like an animal. I'm an animal lover, but I wouldn't say I'm like an animal
Hater.
lover.
No, I'm
I
not talking about you. I'm talking about the other Trevor. If you look at his Instagram post, it looks like he's abusing
I don't know what
dogs.
you're talking about. No, absolutely not. TrevDog2323 on Instagram. Obviously, there is no hatred.
Oh, okay.
going on.
Okay, guys. Let me just stop you for a second.
Did
Did you guys see how he like slipped in a little plug to his outfit? Like, oh my god.
Yeah, that's
Slipped in
very
a little
obvious.
plug.
No, that was very obvious plug. You didn't have to.
If we're going to self-promote, mine as well.
No, no, stop. No, we're not going to do that.
Okay, I think animals have the same rights as humans because they're living organisms.
No. It's if
What?
you think they should have the same rights. They don't already have the same
Oh.
rights.
Yeah.
At all.
Well, no, I know. That's what I just said. What did I just say?
No, they shouldn't.
Oh,
No.
I said they should. Oh, I'm sorry. They should because.
You said they do. You said
Yeah,
Oh.
they already have
Oh.
them. That's what you said.
Well, I meant.
And you said that
Well,
they should.
okay, shut the fuck up. What I meant to say was they should have the same rights as humans, as meaning like if you beat up a dog,
Like the right to practice freedom of religion.
dogs should be praying on the streets if they want to. All right.
Do you think that dogs and cats and stuff should have Obamacare?
Well, what's the problem, Isma? I didn't get the thing. Why don't animals have? Isn't animal cruelty like
they
illegal?
don't have rights
so
because they're animals, for one.
well, what
Okay,
kind of
do
rights
you
are you
think
talking
being
about?
like eating a domestic pet like a cat or a dog
oh,
is that animal
yes, that's
cruelty?
animal cruelty.
Yes, that is.
That's like
Unless you buy them with the intent to eat
that's
them.
like eating another human being. What? No.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
What?
Okay,
Wait.
do you not
What?
talk to your cat?
Dude,
talk to
okay,
your cat,
dogs.
right?
Okay, animals.
Don't tell me you don't
animals
talk
eat
to your
each other
cat.
all the time.
Don't tell me you don't talk to your
Animals-
cat.
Dude, animals eat each other. I do not talk to my
I talk
cat.
to my dog.
Animals eat each other. Animals eat each other all the time. So how is it the same as like a human being a cannibal and eating another human?
Well,
It's a cat eating a cat.
Switch places.
I mean, I don't.
The
a cat
animals
eating a
are
cat. I
the-
don't think that really
no, wait, hang
happens
on.
that often.
Let's switch places. The
That's-
humans are the animals now, and the animals are the humans. The animals are the alpha males. The lions rule over all the land.
What?
Yeah.
See, so
What's going on?
Put some alpha males.
So are you asking us would we like to be eaten? Of course not. But do we have any control over that? No.
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
If we were the animals, no. we
Oh
wouldn't.
no,
Yeah. But they
Yeah,
we're
should.
the human in this
They
situation.
shouldn't be able to be
Sure,
eaten.
and
by
I
people.
don't think the animals expect to be, like have all these rights and stuff because they're out in the wild.
They don't
Yeah.
even know what rights are. On top of that,
Well, yeah, I mean,
and you know,
the animal, activists do, think they should.
and when I said is it cruelty to eat a cat if you have the intent to eat them when you buy them, I'm not saying that I condone eating cats.
Okay, but
What I am saying
think
is
it
that
makes sense, though, like, what are you gonna just buy a cat and just be like, going home, get me some nice spices, some nice au jus,
I don't think anyone's like I think I'll eat my cat.
No, I don't think so.
It's
Apparently this guy, in his
Oh,
home,
God, is this
would,
Florida?
like, kill. I'm pretty sure it is.
It's Florida, huh? What are you doing in Florida now? Eating cats on the streets.
No, this guy just was cooking it in his house, and he had like a whole bunch of them too, stacked up. All his cats, like he would just eat them every once in the blue moon.
What?
Yeah,
Is this in
got
Florida?
arrested.
Do you know if it's
Not exactly
Oh.
sure where it
I would
is.
assume
since-
it's Florida. Just by natural causes, obviously, Florida, home of
I met
zombie
this
land.
girl from
and,
Florida.
every other shitty fucking thing that happens there.
I don't know. This
Okay,
girl from
hopefully
Florida
there's
was
no
pretty
viewers.
hot.
Hopefully there's no viewers, from Florida. But if there
Hey, I'm
is,
not making
direct your
fun of.
hate
I'm not making fun of Florida at all. I'm just saying, y'all
you kind of
a
are.
little fucked up. Over
Yeah.
there. Just saying.
I mean, but
I'm
Trevor,
not saying
kinda
you
are.
people are fucked up. I'm saying your people.
What do you
your,
mean,
your,
you
your
people?
people's people are fucked up.
Okay, Joey, let's get like. When you say
Okay,
you
we're gonna
people,
we're gonna get attacked.
Okay.
okay, just stop. Sorry for that.
The Florida
Okay,
State
what's up
Minister is
next?
gonna come after me.
Um,
Damn it, Trevor.
I went out of topics like 2 minutes ago. I'm just making topics up right now.
Oh, really? Okay, well, maybe this is a good note to end the podcast.
Yeah, so if
That's
you
kind
guys
of weird.
like this podcast, go ahead and check out all of our social links in the bottom description below. Check us out on Podbeam.
Oh my god,
And-
that's a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah.
If you're listening to this, do not listen to him. Okay?
let's not forget